And welcome back, everybody, to Let's Play Sonic Generations 3DS version Dingwabob. And this is pretty much the continuation of the Sonic Generations playthrough that I did 3 years ago, but we're taking a look at the 3DS version now that I have access to do so right now. And I just backed out of the freaking game. That's just great. Anyways. That's just great. Anyways, last episode, we cleared out Green Hill Zone on both Act 1 and 2, and we got the first Chaos Emerald. And we found out that Sonic, in Classic Sonic, were transported to this mysterious, voidless world. In today's episode, we're going to be going into the next zone, which is Casinio Night Zone from Sonic the Hedgehog 2. So without further ado, let's go ahead and do Act 1 of Casinio Night Zone. Now, Casinio Night Zone, if you guys remember from Sonic 2, was actually kind of a fun little level. It was a casino-like level where you have to go on these flippers and everything else, and you got bumpers, and you got slot machines and whatnot. I remember playing this a lot when I was a kid because Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is actually like the first video game I ever played in my life. And I remember this zone specifically besides the other zone. Now, in the HD version, you played Chemical Plant Zone for the representative of Sonic 2. And the Casinio Night Zone was actually in the HD version, but it was actually just a pinball machine, if you know what I mean. But here in the 3DS version, it's a full-blown level. So, doing, 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 doing. Anyways, we have to go here. I'm gonna get killed. Yep, I did. Crushing's always been an issue. Whenever you get crushed by the environment, you automatically die. I think that was like the first time I died too. So, but yeah, this level has a bunch of like boing, boing, boing nonsense that's going on. So you're gonna be jolted around a lot in this level. And one thing I need to mention, because I was pretty close, but if you get 100 rings, you get an extra life, and it's just like in the other game. But yeah, like this is Casinio Night Zone. And in the HD version, it was actually DLC that, strangely enough, they, since my Let's Play, they actually put it on the Xbox Live store as DLC. But not on the PSN store for some reason. I have no idea why. So you can get the Casinio Night Zone on the HD version on the Xbox Live Arcade. Or, not Arcade, the Xbox Live store. I'm sorry. And that's pretty much it. But yeah. Yeah, this level is kind of very flashy, and it has a bunch of rings. It's got a bunch of conveyor belts, and if you hold the B button here and you go launching on this circle pad here, and you go flying all over the place. Now, I should mention, if you guys have never played any Sonic game, if you collect rings, and the rings are pretty much your life insurance in this game. If you have always have a ring on you, you will never die. But if you get hit while without a ring, you lose a life. That's how you lose a life, unless you get crushed, just like I did. Now right here, I'm gonna go ahead and use my momentum here to go a little bit further if I can. I'm trying to get it here in the middle here. That didn't work out as well as I thought it was going to. See, I'm almost like to an extra life because I have like 88 rings right now. Oh, come on. This is going to be the hard part right here. Okay, and almost got it. Oh, God. Okay. Can I get over here? Oh, come on. There we go. Finally got over there. See, this is the only, like, this level can be annoying because it just bounces you all over the place. Like, that's my only little gripe about this level. It doesn't really do anything besides that. Other than that, it'll just bounce you all around. Okay, so let's go ahead and shoot. Bounce all over the place. Bounce, bounce, bouncing. Alright. So we're almost to the goal, and I'm actually probably going to get a very, very poor score here, but that's okay. Because this level's kind of hard whenever you don't know where to, like, if you keep bouncing all over the place and getting unlucky with that. Oh, God. Come on, Sonic. Okay. And away we go. I think we get to the goal here. There we go. Got past the goal there. Didn't even see it. But there we go. I probably got a really rank. Yeah, I got a D, but that's okay. I really, like I said, this is not going to be a playthrough where I'm actually, like, really stellar at the game. Like, I still had to practice this up because later levels, it will get really tedious later. So we did Act 1, now let's go on to Act 2. Do the modern level. The modern version of this level. Okay. And boost. Whee! Sonic does have a homing attack in modern. I forgot to mention that. So I didn't really get to use homing attack very much. But if you see the target that appears right next to an enemy when Sonic gets close, when he's jumping over there, that means he can home in on the enemy. And it can, he'll propel himself forward and kill the enemy that way. Now those enemies that I tried doing that to, they're special enemies because, well... oh, goodness. Yeah, get over there. Okay, those enemies are pretty special because they have bounce pads on them to deflect themselves like that, see? And see, they'll deflect all my attacks. You have to go behind them in order to finally kill them. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. There we go. Missed opportunity with all those bouncy pads there. And you can just boost into them, that kills them too. Boosting usually kills a lot of enemies. Now, one thing I will mention that's really annoying is trying to get into, like, the hole here that we're trying to get over this way. There we go. Now, I do like all the remixes of the levels that they have done. Oh, God. Oh, God. This is getting a little bit annoying. I'll just keep racking up them rings, Sonic. Okay. And then jump. There we go. And then wall jump right off of that edge there. And then kill those enemies there. Well, I can't really kill that enemy. Keep running, Sonic. And then boost to win. Now he's on the pinball table. Now you have to jump at the right moment. And you gather as many rings as you can. And jump. If I can jump. There we go. He's like on a pinball, what do they call these? I forget. I've seen these before. I can't remember the name of these. The little pinball table where they pretty much have you, like, they draw a ball and the ball lands in certain spots. I've only been to Vegas one time, and well, I was still young enough that I couldn't do any gambling, so I don't know any of these, like, games that they played on the gambling tables. And then we should be getting close to the goal here. Whee! Boost to win. Oh no! Oh no! 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 Don't be Eggman, please. It's Eggman. I lost 100 rings because of that. If you get triple Eggmans on the slots, you lose 100 rings. Granted, I'll hit like 285, so it's not a big deal. There we go. We cleared Casinio Night Zone, and we got a B. That was pretty good.
Hi.
You're back, Sonic. Hey, Tails. We've been here before, haven't we? The bright neon lights, the big slot machines. You're right, Tails. This place is giving me a pretty bad case of deja vu. Time to find out what's going on here. So there we go. So now we can play the special stage of Casinio Night Zone. Now I can't remember. Like, is this Casinio Night Zone or Casinoopolis? I always got the Casinio Night Zone. Casinoopolis is another zone from a Sonic game, and it's just like you got Casinio Night Zone, Casinoopolis, the same freaking level. Anyways, let's go into this special stage. Let's collect our second Chaos Emerald here. Alright, so we're gonna be playing Emerald, Chase the Emerald game again. And the part time is 1:30. I like the special stage music too. Now this is an introduction to stage to hazards, because you can very well run into hazards and that slows you down. You don't want to do it. Makes you lose your boost too, so you don't want to run into these little balls right here, these spike balls. There's going to be other hazards later, But those are the most common hazards that we'll see. You're going to go and weave in between the two spike balls there. Keep following the trail of balloons. And we'll eventually reach it while avoiding all this crap. There we go. See, like, I just got hit by that, so it kind of stops me for a moment there. It makes me lose my boost gauge. Okay, keep going. We're almost to the emerald. We're almost there. There we go. We got the second Chaos Emerald. Only 5 more left to go. There we go. I think I got it. I got an egg. Okay. Now, see, if I didn't get hit that one time, I would have gotten an S. But that's okay. Okay. So, the next order of business is to take care of the next zone. The next zone, if we come over here, is Mushroom Hill Zone. Mushroom Hill Zone is a level from Sonic and Knuckles on the Sega Genesis. And as you guys can see, this is kind of the theme here. In the HD version, they had very different levels compared to the 3DS version, which had very different levels as well. Now, Mushroom Hill Zone's main gimmick are these mushrooms here. You can jump right on them, and they propel you forward. That's pretty much that in a nutshell. Mushroom Hill Zone is actually one of my favorite levels in Sonic and Knuckles. I love it. For some reason, when I was a kid, that was like my favorite level to play. And then you got these Robotnik badniks throwing mushrooms at you. They don't hurt you, but they might as well just, you know, they knock you back. So you gotta be careful there. Now, another gimmick is that you have to get on these machines and push down on the D-pad. And Sonic will kind of pull the lever that kind of make the machine go up. When I was a kid, Mushroom Hill Zone was always the level I was always playing, and I could never beat the next level when I was a kid. It was Flying Battery Zone, and this was years before I knew that Sonic 3 and Knuckles were actually 2 games of the same game. I didn't know you can actually lock them on when I was a kid, but then again, I was only 5 years old when I played Sonic and Knuckles for the first time. So I didn't know about the lock-on technology that game had. I'm gonna go ahead and push B at the right moment to swing myself. I don't know. Sonic 3 and Knuckles is one of my favorites. It's pretty much my favorite Sonic game. And I played it to death when I was a kid. But I didn't know that, like, there was a lot of secrets with that lock-on technology with Sonic and Knuckles. I always thought it was weird that Sonic and Knuckles' cartridge was so different than the other ones. It wasn't until later in life, when I was like 16 years old, I was like, wait a second. There's a reason for that. I just jumped on the spikes there. That's okay. Spin dash for the win. There we go. Get up there. But yeah, I always thought that Sonic Knuckles' cartridge was really weird. It wasn't until later that I realized that there was a reason for that. They wanted you to play Sonic 3 complete by locking on Sonic and Knuckles with Sonic 3. And then you get to play the complete game. Because Sonic 3 was only half of the game, and then Sonic and Knuckles was the other half. So I didn't know that for the longest time. But we should be getting close to the goal here. Mushroom Hill Zone's really pretty to look at too. In the HD version, the level that they took from Sonic and Knuckles was Sky Sanctuary Zone. And in this one, they took the first level, Mushroom Hill Zone. So I always thought that was weird. They always have, like I said in the last episode, Green Hill Zone is the only zone that they share in the 3DS version and the HD version. Alright, let's go ahead and do Act 2. Mushroom Hill Zone, Act 2. Okay. And as you guys can see, the background has changed. In Sonic and Knuckles, when you played Mushroom Hill Zone, Act 2 was actually in that game. It was like an autumn themed level. The first act was pretty much straightforward, a luscious green color, and in Act 2 it changed to an autumn field color. Now this right here, Sonic will grab onto these propellers and then will propel them forward, And he also got a boost here because there's enemies right here. But he also goes into the background. Now, Sonic's main gimmick in Act 2 is, well, not running into spikes like I am. He jumps on these mushrooms that acts as kind of like a spring, in a way. They jump on one, and then the weight flies into the air, and it'll come back down and propel him forward. So that's kind of the gimmick of Act 2. And the jumping on the mushrooms. I always like jumping on the mushrooms. Boink, boink. There we go. Now just, yeah, right here. See, there's a weight right there, and it'll propel Sonic forward like that. Or upward, I'm sorry. Over here, and while the thing falls down, boost! Now we're gonna go fly. Whee! Voice crack! Ow. I probably deserved that. That's okay. Alright. Okay, there we go. Killed it. And keep boosting! And then flying forward with this propeller thingamabob. No, no. I was gonna say, you're not gonna knock me off the ledge, Mr. Man. Alright. Okay, let's go ahead and jump on here. But now, if I remember correctly, at the very end here, we get to see something pretty cool. Sonic starts running into a certain area right here. Yeah, right here in the trees. He's actually gliding, or skating inside of a trunk of a tree. It looks really cool. And then he flies over here. There we go. Bust through the tree. And then we go through the end goal here. There we go. Gotta be. Sonic? Hiya, Tails. I remember this place too. All these mushrooms. It was yeah, I remember it too. What the heck is going on here? You're reliving your childhood memories. That's what you're doing. Now we can play the special stage, Mushroom Hill Zone. Now, as you guys can see, these levels go by really quick. That's why, honestly, I honestly would suggest picking up both versions of Sonic Generations, because they're different experiences, each one. Alright, let's go ahead and do the special stage. Let's collect our third Chaos Emerald. The third Chaos Emerald is the yellow one. Now it's time to make a dash. The time limit is 1 minute and 30 seconds. Alright, so let's go ahead and boost! Boost to win. Now those red ones with those red balls with stars, they give you a lot more power boost. So if you see those, collect them immediately, because they're actually worth a lot more than just regular balloons. And keep going with the trail of balloons right here. Oh god, I always knew that happened. Okay, there we go. Try to keep up with it. Keep going. Now right here, I think if you remember, if you go through here, you can collect some of the balloons that are spiraling around like that. Keep going. There we go. Getting closer. There we go. We got our third Chaos Emerald. Only 4 more to go. And what did we get for that? Was it an A? Yeah. Kind of figured as we hit another thing like we did before. So that kind of, we didn't get an S because of that, unfortunately. So that's okay. I'm not going for an all S rank run anyways, so it's not a big deal. Okay. So with that, we have cleared both Casinio Night Zone and Mushroom Hill Zone. Next time we meet in Sonic Generations 3DS, we are going to be taking on our first of the boss gates and completing the Genesis era of the Sonic Generations 3DS game. So with that, I will see you guys in the next episode. Take care, everybody.